Most women over 60 have no idea that something as simple as what they put on their plate could quietly restore balance to their hormones. Not with risky
So the
pills,
results from
not
your
with
recent
painful side
tests have come
effects,
in.
but with gentle, natural foods,
Okay,
many
what
of
do they
which are
show?
already in your kitchen. You see, after menopause, your body's estrogen levels take a sharp dive. And while that's perfectly natural, the symptoms that come with it, hot flashes, mood swings, thinning hair, joint aches, and sudden fatigue can feel like your body is betraying you. What's worse? These signs are often brushed off as just aging, but they're not just aging, they're hormonal. And while hormone replacement therapy, HRT, may work for some, many women fear its long-term risks. The good news? There's a better way, safer, simpler, and backed by science. So here's the question no one's asking. What if certain foods could mimic the gentle effects of estrogen in your body without ever stepping foot in a pharmacy? In this video, we're uncovering 3 gentle foods that don't just support your hormones, they can help restore your energy, calm your mind, and even bring back the glow you thought was gone for good. And the first food? It's something tiny, easy to overlook, but quietly powerful. Section 1. The estrogen decline no one talks about. Let's start with what most doctors don't explain well. Estrogen doesn't just disappear after menopause, it gradually slips away, often leaving behind a trail of unexplained symptoms. For many women, that slip can feel like a
So
free
the
fall.
results
One
from
day,
your
you're
recent tests
energetic
have come
and
in.
focused, and the next, you're forgetting
Okay, what
names,
do they show?
waking up drenched in sweat, or snapping at your loved ones over nothing. Your skin changes, your joints ache, your emotions feel like a roller coaster, and yet you're told it's just part of getting older. But here's the truth. It's not just age, it's imbalance. Estrogen plays a role in more than just fertility. It impacts your bones, brain, skin, heart, and mood. So when it fades, everything else gets a little foggier, slower, more fragile. The problem is that most solutions offered, especially hormone replacement therapy, come with a trade-off. Yes, they can relieve symptoms, but they can also raise concerns about long-term risks like stroke, cancer, or blood clots. That's why millions of women are quietly turning to another path, a gentler one. And that's where food comes in. Not just any food, but foods that naturally contain phytoestrogens, plant-based compounds that gently mimic estrogen's effects without overpowering the body's natural rhythm. Let's start with the first one. It's small, often ignored, but surprisingly powerful when it comes to balancing hormones, especially after 60. Section 2. Gentle Food Hazone, Flaxseeds, the tiny hormone balancer. You've probably seen them in the
So
baking
the
aisle or
results from
sprinkled
your
on top
recent
of health
tests have
bowls,
come in.
flax seeds. But what most people don't know
Okay,
is
what do
that
they
these
show?
tiny seeds carry a powerful secret weapon for women over 60, a plant compound called lignans. Lignans are natural phytoestrogens, meaning they act similarly to estrogen in your body, but gently. Not in a way that floods your system, but more like a whisper, bringing balance where there's been a void. Clinical studies have shown that postmenopausal women who consume flax seeds regularly experience fewer hot flashes, improved emotional stability, and even better skin elasticity. One study from the Journal of the Society for Integrative Oncology found that just 2 tablespoons of ground flaxseed daily reduced hot flashes by 57%. That's without a single prescription involved. But flax does more than just mimic estrogen. It also supports gut health, which plays a surprisingly critical role in hormone regulation. A healthy gut can help the body process and eliminate excess hormones properly, reducing bloating, mood swings, and that heavy, foggy feeling many women experience. The best part? It's incredibly easy to use. Stir ground flax into your morning smoothie, sprinkle it over oatmeal, mix it into yogurt or soup, even bake it into muffins or energy bites. And unlike processed supplements, flaxseed works in harmony with your
So
body,
the
not
results
against it.
from your recent
But as
tests have
powerful as
come
it
in.
is, flax is just the beginning. Because the
Okay,
second
what do they
gentle food
show?
we're about to talk about, it's one that's been misunderstood for years, and now science is rewriting the story. Section 3. Gentle Food #2. Organic soy, the misunderstood savior. For years, soy has lived under a cloud of controversy. Some said it was dangerous, others swore by it. But here's what recent research is finally making clear. When it comes to balancing estrogen naturally, organic soy can be a gentle, powerful ally, especially for women over 60. So what changed? Modern studies have shifted the narrative. We now know that soy contains isoflavones, a type of phytoestrogen that acts like a very mild form of estrogen in the body. These compounds don't overwhelm your system like synthetic hormones. Instead, they bind softly to estrogen receptors, easing the symptoms of hormonal decline in a way that feels more like balance than force. In cultures like Japan, where fermented soy foods like miso, tempeh, natto, and tofu are daily staples, women report fewer menopausal symptoms, stronger bones, and better heart health well into their later years. And it's not coincidence. Their diets are rich in these natural estrogen mimickers that work with the body's own signals. What's more, research has found that soy can help reduce hot flashes, night sweats, bone loss, and even improve skin hydration and texture. And despite outdated fears, studies have shown that moderate soy intake does not increase breast cancer risk. In fact, it may offer protection, especially when consumed in whole or fermented forms rather than ultra-processed soy additives. So how do you add it in? Try swapping meat once or twice a week with a tofu stir-fry, add a spoonful of miso to soups, or try tempeh in salads or wraps. If you're not used to the taste, start slow. Your body will thank you for the gentle shift. But the third food on this list? It's one you've probably enjoyed without knowing it could help restore your hormones and protect your bones, heart, and memory all at once. Section 4. Gentle Food #3. Pomegranate. The estrogen-friendly fruit. It's bright, it's tart, and it's often called the jewel of winter. But for women over 60, pomegranate is far more than just a pretty fruit. It may be one of nature's most powerful hormone-friendly allies. Pomegranates contain compounds that mimic the effects of estrogen, specifically estrone, one of the 3 types of estrogen your body naturally produces. As estrogen levels decline post-menopause, these plant-based compounds can help gently fill the gap, supporting your body without throwing it into hormonal chaos. But that's just the beginning. Pomegranate is also rich in polyphenols and antioxidants, which help fight inflammation, reduce oxidative stress, and support healthy aging. Why does this matter? Because chronic inflammation and oxidative damage can actually worsen hormonal imbalance, making symptoms like joint pain, memory fog, and fatigue even more intense. Here's what the science says. Regular pomegranate consumption may support bone density crucial for women at risk of osteoporosis. It can improve blood flow and heart health, 2 areas heavily affected by lower estrogen levels. Some studies even suggest it may support cognitive health and mood, helping to lift the mental fog that often creeps in after 60. And unlike supplements, pomegranate comes with no side effects, just a delicious, refreshing burst of flavor. You can eat the seeds raw, toss them in salads, blend them into smoothies, or drink 100% pure pomegranate juice. Just watch out for added sugars. So now you know the 3 powerful, gentle foods that support estrogen naturally. But there's one more piece of the puzzle. Because if you're eating these foods, but also unknowingly sabotaging your hormones elsewhere, your results may fall flat. Section 5. What to avoid. Silent hormone disruptors. You could be doing everything right, adding flax to your breakfast, enjoying tofu stir-fries, sipping pomegranate juice, and still not feel the relief you're hoping for. Why?
Okay, what do they show?
Because some of the most common everyday foods and habits can act as silent hormone disruptors, undoing your progress without you even knowing. Let's start with the obvious villain, refined sugar. Sugar spikes insulin levels, fuels inflammation, and interferes with your body's ability to regulate hormones, especially estrogen. When your blood sugar is unstable, it sends stress signals throughout the body, which in turn suppress natural hormone production. It's not about cutting all sugar, but being mindful of added sugars hidden in packaged snacks, sauces, and even healthy granola bars. Next on the list, processed seed oils like soybean, corn, and canola oil. These oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids that, when consumed in excess, contribute to chronic inflammation, a major enemy of hormonal balance. Swap them for healthier fats like extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or coconut oil when cooking. Then there's alcohol. Even in small amounts, alcohol can disrupt liver function, which is essential for processing and eliminating excess hormones. When your liver is overworked, estrogen builds up in the body, creating a messy hormonal picture. And don't forget caffeine overload. A little coffee is fine, but too much, especially on an empty stomach, can raise cortisol, your stress hormone. And elevated cortisol can suppress estrogen production over time,
Okay, what do they
leaving
show?
you even more out of balance. Even chronic stress itself is a hidden disruptor. The more stressed you are, the more your body prioritizes survival hormones like cortisol over maintenance hormones like estrogen. That's why it's so important to pair your diet with gentle habits like deep breathing, walking, or spending time in the sun to give your body the signal that it's safe, balanced, and supported. So here's the bottom line. Adding gentle estrogen-supporting foods is powerful, but only when you're also removing what silently tears your balance apart. Now let's talk about how to put it all together without feeling overwhelmed or changing everything at once. Section 6. The Gentle Reset. Easy daily routine. You don't need to flip your entire diet upside down to feel better. In fact, the most lasting changes happen when you start gently, consistently, and mindfully. The goal here isn't perfection, it's rhythm. A natural rhythm that helps your body feel safe, supported, and hormonally stable. Here's a simple daily routine that women over 60 can follow to begin balancing estrogen without extreme dieting or supplements. Morning. Start your day with a smoothie that includes a tablespoon of ground flax seeds. Add in berries, a banana, maybe some spinach and almond milk. It's fast, gentle on the stomach, and immediately gives your body a dose of lignans and fiber. Mid-morning.
Okay,
Swap
what
your
do they
second
show?
coffee for a warm mug of unsweetened pomegranate juice diluted with hot water, or just sip it chilled. You'll get antioxidants that support your hormones and your heart. Lunch. Include a serving of fermented soy, like tofu or tempeh, in your lunch. You can stir-fry it with vegetables or add it to a grain bowl. Try using olive oil instead of processed oils when cooking. Afternoon. Take a short walk or stretch break. Movement lowers cortisol and gently boosts estrogen regulation. Even 10 minutes matters. Evening. Wind down with a light meal, maybe a salad with leafy greens, flaxseed oil, and some pomegranate seeds sprinkled on top. Pair this with herbal tea, a good book, or quiet time to reduce mental stress. And remember, consistency is more important than intensity. You don't need to do everything perfectly every single day. Just commit to showing up for your body softly, kindly, and with intention. Because the truth is, estrogen isn't just a hormone tied to fertility. It's deeply connected to how you feel, how sharp your mind is, how strong your bones are, and how confidently you move through the world. That's what makes this final thought so important. Section 7. Conclusion. The real power of food over 60. By the time most women reach 60, they've been told directly or indirectly that their body is slowing down, breaking down, or no longer what it used to be. But that message couldn't be further from the truth. Because here's what they never say. Your body still listens. Even now, in your 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond, your body is responding to every signal you give it. And food? That's one of the strongest signals of all. You don't need expensive pills or invasive treatments. You don't need to chase youth. You need balance. And that balance can come from the gentlest places, tiny flax seeds that regulate your mood, misunderstood soy that strengthens your bones, and pomegranate seeds that light up your brain and heart. These aren't just foods. They're tools of restoration. And when you pair them with awareness by cutting out hidden disruptors like processed oils, excess sugar, and stress, you begin to tell your body a new story. One of healing, one of strength, one of vitality. So if you're watching this and wondering, is it too late to feel better? The answer is no. It's never too late to nourish your hormones naturally. Call to action. If this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more women discover gentle ways to heal. Share this video with a sister, a friend, or a fellow warrior over 60 who deserves to feel her best. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on natural health, graceful aging, and hormone balance. Because your best years aren't behind you, they're just beginning.
What do they show?